Normally, if you leave your car in a business's parking lot overnight without prior arrangement, you might expect it to be towed, clamped, or ticketed. However, Jake returned to his car the morning after his visit to find he had been given a $5 reward. Why? I'll give you that one more time. Normally, if you leave your car in a business's parking lot overnight without prior arrangement, you might expect it to be towed, clamped, or ticketed. However, Jake returned to his car the morning after his visit to find he had been given a $5 reward. Why?
I'm wondering again if it's a bit like King Charles II of England, somebody stole his crown jewels and smashed it up. So the crown didn't fit into the bag they bought. They smashed it to fit it up. And then actually Charles was so entertained by the whole thing that he pardoned the crown jewel thieves and gave them a house in Ireland. So, maybe somebody just thought it was funny and gave them $5 for trespassing.
Okay, hear me out. I don't know if this is everywhere, but in America, we have strip malls, which have multiple business units in one place. And I'm thinking about how common theft is, but a thief might be deterred if they think that somebody is in the building. So maybe a burglar comes down the road and robs every business except for the one with the car because they think somebody's there. And the owner says, "Thank you, person who left your car, because you deterred the bad guy."
Then I think $5 is really naff.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near enough. My hourly rate is much higher.
Michelle, you are right that it was a reward from a business owner. That wasn't the reason. It wasn't from a theft spree, but it was from a business owner and not like local government or parking taxes or something like that.
So what kind of business would have an incentive to have cars in their parking lot overnight?
Was it for being overnight or was it for being the first one there in the morning?
For leaving the car there overnight.
You said something weird in the question, and usually in tricky questions.
That happens a lot.
It's the wording of the question that you got to deal with. You said his visit. I don't visit stores. I go to stores. I don't know if we're talking about a store here. What are you visiting overnight?
Maybe it's a business that's almost like tourism, and the more cars that are in the lot, the better the business looks or attracts more business.
Tom, is the word visit important?
I would phrase that as the type of business is key to this question.
Will you tell us the type of business?
No, because that would absolutely give you the answer immediately. And I don't want to play throw out some businesses and figure out what it is from there. There's a logical jump here. He is being rewarded for clear thinking.
I think that you visit places that are like tourist attractions versus a store. Like I would say I visit Disneyland or I visited...
It's not a store, you're right.
Was this business open overnight?
No, it wasn't.
Was Jake visiting the same place where he parked his car?
Yep, absolutely. But it wasn't open overnight.
Where did he go overnight?
That is also a key to the question that I'm not going to give you right now.
Was Jake awake during his overnight experience?
I would say that's very unlikely.
Was he PG rated, enjoying himself over the overnight experience?
I think he would mostly have been having a very deep and long sleep.
Was Jake being studied for something?
Oh, spot the science communicator. No, and I think one thing that might be against us here is the demographic of people we have on this episode. Not in terms of just physical ability, but in terms of health and science and the things you do with your bodies and times. Why might someone go to a place and then leave their car overnight?
A bar.
A bar.
He was getting smashed.
Okay, he goes to the bar, gets wasted, gets arrested, has a crazy night, asleep in jail.
Not quite. He's been given a $5 reward.
Is it a reward for not getting into the car drunk?
Yes. It is a reward from the bar saying, "Thank you for not driving drunk. Here's $5 off your bar tab next time."
Wow.
I'll give like 90% of that to Michelle for setting it up.
Kip, that was amazing.
This is Max Tavern. I'm not entirely sure where it is, but as a thank you for being responsible, if you have got wasted, taken a cab home and left your car there, they'll put a $5 bar tab under your windscreen wipers, so you're more likely to come back again next time.
I've never had money move that direction at a bar. I want to try that.